Hello there, my fellow beauties on YouTube. It is me, Crystal, if you didn't know that already. I mean, sure, if you follow me, you know that already. But I'm actually coming with you, if you haven't read the title, with the first time tag. This tag has been out for a while already, but I don't know why I haven't just sat down and did it. I have so many things in my head. There's so many videos I do want to do, but I just don't take the time to sit down and do them. So I finally decided to do this one. Why not? It's chilly outside. I don't plan on doing anything, and the house is quiet. So I figured I would take advantage of that. So I have my questions here. These might lag on, but you know, you got to explain things. But let's get into the questions. So the first question is, do you still talk to your first love? No, and there's no explanation for that. I think it's better off that I don't talk to that specific person, but it is what it is. That's the reason why you break up. I mean, some people can remain friends, but usually it doesn't work off or work best that way. So just best to go your separate ways. So that is a big NO. The next question is, what was your first job? I mean, if we're not going to count babysitting, which I wasn't the best at, but I actually worked at this department store called Apex. It's an up north thing in Rhode Island, but I guess, I don't know what you would call it. I worked in the men's department, folding sweaters, ringing up orders. I mean, it didn't last too long. It was just a couple of months, and then I switched jobs, but that was my first job. The next question is, what was your first car? My first car ever purchased was a 93 Dodge Shadow. Yes, a Dodge Shadow. It was a 4-door. The color was like a bright turquoise color, but I'm not going to hate on that car because I really did love it since I didn't have no car payments on it. The only thing that did suck is that it didn't have any AC in it. And living in Florida, you need some AC working in your car. So it was agonizing having to drive around with your windows down when it is like 90-something degrees outside. I mean, the humidity alone is absurd. But other than that, I loved my first car. Loved it. Next question is, who was the first person to text you today? I probably should have did this earlier. I don't think anybody texted me today. I think I texted someone today, and that would be my fiance. But other than that, I didn't. If you want to count the alerts, I got a Twitter alert texted to me today because somebody retweeted a tweet, if you want to count that as a text. Because other than that, nobody texted me. Yeah, nobody texted me today. I mean, I text people today. Nobody loves me. Meh. Next question. That's depressing. Next question is, who is the first person you thought of this morning? My daughter, because she is really sick right now, which is so sad. I mean, but we got everything together where now she has medication, but that was the first person that was on my mind because she was not able to sleep all night last night, and this cough is just killing her. So I would say my daughter was the first person that I thought of this morning. Who was your first grade teacher? My memory is awful. My first grade teacher, I don't know if her name started with a D, but I feel like I want to say Mrs. Ferrandy, something in that reference, or began with a D. I don't remember. That was first grade, and God knows I'm old. Hello, who remembers that? But I think it was something in that reference. I know that it was an awful first day of school in first grade, but that's about it. I do not remember the teacher's name. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I'm going to say one that I remember was to Puerto Rico with my aunt. She would always take me on vacations with her, and I'm guessing I was like 10 or 11 years old at this time, but Puerto Rico would be the first time I rode on an airplane. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk? I would say my first best friend was, it's sad to mention, but it was my friend Dell. And no, we don't currently talk because she did pass away. It just brings tears to my eyes. Unfortunately, she did pass away from lupus. I wasn't able to see her before she passed away, which does it breaks my heart because I was up there, but I was up there on short notice, and I wasn't able to take the time to visit her in the hospital. I'm tearing up now, sorry guys. but she was my first best friend. I was 6 and she was 3, and I don't know, we were just inseparable. And it's crazy how when you get older and you guys live in separate states, how easily it is to just lose contact with people. But she was always one of my best friends, and she always will be. You are highly missed, Del. Don't think I don't miss you and think of you every day, because I do. But yeah, that was my very first best friend. Let's get back together here. The next question is, who was your first, where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover ever was at my friend Del's house. I mean, we have such great memories of being younger and sleeping over each other's houses, staying up late, watching cartoons, watching Warner Brothers, like we watched Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. Just like, this is when Nick at night, whenever they had their specials where they would just keep on showing cartoons, that's what we would stay up for and watch. So I do remember those highly. Who was the first person you talked to today? I mean, besides my fiance, when he was going to work, I think I would say that was the first person I talked to today, because when he left I did say bye and did talk to him real fast. Whose wedding were you in the first time? My sister's first wedding. I was the maid of honor in her wedding. What was the first thing you did this morning? First thing I did this morning was make a cup of coffee, because goodness gracious knows that I need coffee to even, how you say it, to function in the morning. Everybody needs their caffeine, and I am definitely one of those people that do need caffeine. What was the first concert you ever went to? NSYNC on my birthday! That was so exciting, I'm not gonna lie. I am the biggest NSYNC fan, and I still am to this day, even though they're not together, but I'm still a big NSYNC fan. They actually went to Providence, Rhode Island on my actual birthday, so you know I had to get tickets to that concert, and I did. I made sure of it. We had a blast. I went with all my friends, Umela, Marianella, Susanna, and Del. We all went together to our very first concert, seeing NSYNC. It was so exciting, and great memories. Next question, first broken bone. Thank goodness I have never broken a bone in my body, and neither do I ever want to experience that, because obviously it looks like it hurts and I wouldn't want to be in that much pain. But I did one time get a cast put on because they diagnosed me incorrectly. They thought I did break a bone in my foot, but it wasn't broken, it was just sprained or something in that reference, so that sucked. First piercing. Besides, well, my earrings when I was a baby, and then I also got this up here pierced. I don't know what it's called, but all my piercings they always get infected no matter how good I clean them. So I think my body just doesn't want me getting any more piercings in general. So yeah, that was that. First foreign country you've gone to. I'm gonna say it's in the Western Caribbean. I'm trying to think of the name, because the only time I've been out of the country is when I've gone on cruise ships, and that would be Belize and Costa Maya, Mexico, were the two places that were the first. And I would say them both together only because they were in the same vacation. First movie you remember seeing. Memory-wise, which I'm like just highly terrified of it at this moment in time, and till this day, yes, I'm still scared of E.T. I don't care how many people want to make fun of me at this moment. That is the first movie I ever remember as a young child watching in the movie theaters, and I was highly terrified after seeing that movie, and I'm still terrified after the years that have gone by. I'm still terrified of seeing that thing. Sorry to say, and sorry to crush your people's dreams. I do not like E.T. He scares me. When was your first detention? This one's gonna be long. My first detention and only detention that I ever received was my senior year. I think it was my senior year in high school, if not junior year, but I believe it was my senior year. So yes, it all started in some science class. That's how important it is to me. But it started in a certain science class that I was taking senior year, and this freaking teacher, first of all, she didn't even know what she was. Physics, that's what it was, physics. Oh my god. Anyways, she had no idea what she was doing. She was Russian or something, I don't know. First of all, understanding her was hard, but she tried to accuse me of not doing something which I know I did, and was trying to show her on a piece of paper that I did. Anyways, so and the thing is, I was such a good student in high school in general, so for somebody to tell me that I didn't do something really ticked me off. So I was trying to prove her wrong, because once again, I don't not complete assignments. She tried to say I didn't complete it. I was trying to show her I completed it, but anyways, so it just led into this whole argument where she sent me down to the vice principal's office. Even the vice principal was shocked to see me in her office. They're like, Crystal, really? You're such a great student. What are you doing here? But anyways, I explained my situation. She just told me to go back, see if she wanted me to do detention, and if I did, to do detention. She wanted me to do detention. Lame-o. But anyways, I didn't go. The rebel in me for once. I didn't go because I knew I was in the right, I wasn't in the wrong. I never got in trouble anyways because she ended up quitting or leaving or something like that. We ended up getting a whole new teacher, so that was the end of that. Yep. Bye. I don't even remember her name. That's how important she was to me. Ugh, that annoyed me. Anyways, that is the first time I had detention. Who was your first roommate? I'm gonna say my fiance, because besides that, sad to say, I did live with my mother. I never even lived on my own, so I would definitely say that my first roommate was my fiance, or is my fiance. Who was the first, or what was, I cannot read. What were the first lessons you ever took? I'm going to say it was, I don't want to say piano lessons because that was actually a class that I had to take senior year. I'm going to say driving lessons, because my mom did pay for me to get driving lessons before I had to take my license, or my driver license exam. So I would say it was driver license, and man, was that a joy. Not. The last question on here is, who was the first person beauty related on YouTube you ever watched? Wow. I'm gonna say religiously it had to be Charisma Star, and then from there I just started finding all these different people on YouTube to watch like crazy. But anyways, I would definitely say the first person that I watched, and I mean back to back videos, was Charisma Star. And I will link her down below because she is amazing. She has just an amazing heart, amazing personality, and she does amazing makeup. So in general, all her videos are amazing, but check her out. I will link her down below. And that is it for this tag. So I tag all of you guys to do it. It is fun. I will post the questions down below too, just in case you do want to do it yourself and you have all the questions. Other than that, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully. Keeping those fingers crossed. I'm prepping actually for, excuse me, an empty products video. I've been throwing stuff in boxes that I'm emptying out, so hopefully I'll do that soon. If not, you will see me possibly doing another tag like this video to try to get my fiance to do the couples 1 2 3 tag video. It's really funny, and I would really like to do it with him, but he doesn't want to get on camera. Boo. So like this video or comment and tell him that you want him to do this tag with me. I want him to do it so bad. But anyways, until my next video, beauties, I will see you later. Bye.